Well, good morning. This morning, when I was getting dressed for work, I could hardly believe it's as warm as it is. Here it is, November 8th, I guess, and it's supposed to be 78 degrees today, which is hard to fathom. Like I've mentioned, I grew up in upstate New York, and in upstate New York, and it's possible that things have changed since I was a child, but November was like basically the winter. So, I mean, I remember Thanksgivings when we had like 2 feet of snow on the ground. So to imagine wearing a short sleeve shirt when it's going to be 78 today, well into November is almost hard to comprehend, but I'm not going to complain. I don't mind the warm weather at all. I do kind of miss winter. I like snow and snow sports. We grew up skiing and water, snowmobiling and all of that, and I do miss some of that around here. Here in Indiana, we don't really get any snow to speak of. If we have a couple inches on the ground, that's considerable. But here we are, November 8th. We're going to be looking today at Exodus chapter 14, and Lord willing, we're going to finish the account of Israel crossing the Red Sea today. And just to remind you of a couple of things I mentioned last week. First, as Israel's leaving, you'll remember that Pharaoh has some regret. What have I done? I've just basically bankrupted our economy, let 2 million slaves go totally free without any consequences whatsoever. And what's more, they've taken our gold and silver and whatnot. So he has some regret and pursues them. Another thing I stressed, I do believe that it's important to see Pharaoh as actually being killed in the crushing of the waters of the Red Sea. I know that in both the Ten Commandments movie, the Charlton Heston one, and the Prince of Egypt cartoon movie, Pharaoh somehow makes it out alive. I don't think that's what we would get from Exodus 14. And I think part of the reason for that is twofold. First, like I said, throughout the entire Exodus, God is crushing the gods of Egypt. The true Lord, Jehovah, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, he is coming after the gods of Egypt and slaying them one right after.